Hello, my friends, and welcome back to English Learning Stories, your calm and friendly place to listen, repeat, shadow, and learn English at a slow, easy pace. My name is Daniel, and I am very happy you are here today. In this episode, I speak slowly. I use simple words. I repeat ideas many times. I tell short stories that help you understand English in real life. You can shadow my voice. You can practice your speaking. You can grow your confidence step by step. Today, we will talk about how to describe your day in English with full sentences, clear ideas, and gentle rhythm. We will talk about your morning, your afternoon, your evening, and your feelings during the day. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to talk about your day, not my day, not someone else's day, your day, using simple, natural English. Let's begin. Start why talking about your day is important. Why should we practice talking about our daily routine? Because your routine is real. It happens every day. You know it. You remember it. You can talk about it without stress. You don't need to talk about history or politics. You don't need big, difficult words. You only need your day. When you speak about your day, you think in English. You stop translating. You speak naturally. You build strong English habits. You feel more confident. And remember, you do not need to be perfect. You just need to try. Even one small sentence is progress. Two small sentences is more progress. 1 minute of practice is still practice. So today we will build that skill together, slowly and clearly. Sunrise the morning, learning plus story. Morning is a powerful part of your day. Morning gives you energy. Morning gives you direction. Morning tells your body, let's begin. So now let's practice some simple morning sentences. Listen first. Then repeat. Heavy check mark practice sentences shadowing. I usually wake up at 6:45. Now you repeat. Sometimes I wake up earlier when I feel stressed. Now you repeat. If I sleep too late, I feel tired in the morning. Now you repeat. I stay in bed for a moment and breathe slowly. Now you repeat. I stretch my arms and legs. Repeat. Then I sit up and stand beside my bed. Repeat. I walk to the bathroom and brush my teeth. Repeat. I wash my face with cool water. Repeat. Sometimes I take a warm shower to wake up. Repeat. After my shower, I put on fresh, comfortable clothes. Repeat. Now I go to the kitchen to prepare my breakfast. Repeat. I often eat fruit, toast, and eggs. Repeat. Sometimes I drink tea, sometimes I drink coffee. Repeat. Before I leave the house, I check my phone and my bag. Repeat. Sunrise over mountains, my morning story, new characters, new details. Now I will tell you a morning story from my life in Clearwater Bay, a quiet little city near the sea. You can listen first. Then you can shadow each sentence. Daniel's morning story. In the morning, I usually wake up around 6:45. Sometimes I wake up earlier when the birds outside make soft morning sounds. I lie in bed for 2 or 3 minutes. I breathe deeply and think about the new day. I tell myself, Daniel, today will be a good day. Then I stretch my arms and legs. My body feels a little stiff, but stretching helps. I slowly get out of bed and walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth carefully for 2 full minutes. After brushing, I wash my face with cool water. The water wakes me up, it feels fresh and clean. If I still feel sleepy, I take a short warm shower. Sometimes I play quiet morning music while I shower. The music makes me feel calm and peaceful. After the shower, I put on clean clothes. Usually I wear simple clothes in the morning, soft pants and a light shirt. If I have an English class at the school in Clearwater Bay, I wear something a little more formal. Next, I walk to the kitchen. My kitchen is small but cozy. I open the window and feel the morning air. Sometimes I can smell the sea from far away. I prepare my breakfast. Most days I eat 2 pieces of toast with butter and honey. I also eat a small bowl of fruit, apples or berries. Then I make a warm cup of coffee. Coffee helps me wake up completely. While I eat, I sit near the window. I watch people in the street. Some people walk quickly. Some people ride bicycles. Some people walk dogs. It feels peaceful to watch the world wake up. Before I leave the house, I check my phone. I read my messages. I look at my schedule for the day. Then I pack my bag. Inside my bag I put my notebook, my keys, my coffee mug, my phone, my water bottle. Finally, I put on my shoes and step outside. The day begins. Sunday afternoon lesson plus story expansion. The afternoon is usually busy. Some people work. Some study. Some take care of their families. No matter what you do, the afternoon is a great time to practice English. Let's repeat some useful afternoon sentences. Heavy check mark afternoon practice sentences. After lunch, I go back to work. Repeat. Sometimes I feel sleepy after eating. Repeat. I check my emails and answer important messages. Repeat. I read messages from friends or coworkers. Repeat. I usually have meetings in the afternoon. Repeat. If I work from home, I sit at my desk and open my laptop. Repeat. I write reports, plan lessons, or prepare presentations. Repeat. I take a short break at 3:00. Repeat. I drink tea or water. Repeat. Sometimes I eat a small snack like fruit or crackers. Repeat. If I have free time, I study English or listen to an English story. Repeat. Shadowing helps me speak better. Repeat. Sun with face Daniel's afternoon story. After lunch, I usually return to my small office in Clearwater Bay. My office is inside a quiet building near the library. I sit down at my desk and open my laptop. First, I check my emails. I answer messages from my students. Some students ask for homework help. Some ask for advice. Some just say hello. I answer each message slowly and kindly. Around 1:30, I have my first meeting. Sometimes it is a meeting with other teachers from the language center. We talk about lesson plans. We talk about new students. We talk about events happening in the city. After the meeting, I take a short 5-minute break. I walk to the small balcony outside my office. I look at the sky and breathe fresh air. The air in Clearwater Bay feels clean. When I go back inside, I usually make tea. Green tea is my favorite in the afternoon. It helps me feel awake and calm. If I have free time, I practice my own language learning. Yes, even teachers still learn. I listen to a Spanish podcast. Then I shadow the sentences. It helps me understand what my own students feel when they shadow English. Before I finish work for the day, I write a short plan for tomorrow. I write what I did. I write what I need to do next. I write one new English word that I taught today. This small habit keeps me organized. Cityscape at dusk, the evening lesson plus story. Evening is a time to rest, reflect, and relax. Let's learn some simple evening sentences together. Heavy check mark evening practice sentences. I come home around 6:30 in the evening. Repeat. I take off my shoes and rest for a few minutes. Repeat. I cook dinner or order food if I am tired. Repeat. I eat dinner at the table. Repeat. I talk with my family about the day. Repeat. After dinner, I clean the kitchen. Repeat. Sometimes I go for a walk outside. Repeat. Before bed, I read a book or listen to soft music. Repeat. I brush my teeth and take a warm shower. Repeat. I go to bed around 10:30 or 11:00. Repeat. Crescent moon Daniel's evening story. In the evening, I walk home from my office. The streets of Clearwater Bay become quiet. The sky turns orange, then purple, then deep blue. When I enter my home, I take off my shoes and put down my bag. I sit on the sofa for a few minutes. I breathe slowly and let my body relax. Then I prepare dinner. Some evenings I cook pasta with vegetables. Some evenings I make rice and chicken. When I am tired, I order soup from a small restaurant near my house. I sit at the table and eat slowly. I enjoy every bite. I think about my day. I think about tomorrow. I smile to myself and feel grateful. After dinner, I clean my dishes and wipe the table. Then I sometimes walk outside. The night air feels cool. I hear crickets. I see lights in the windows of homes around me. Clearwater Bay is peaceful at night. When I return home, I take a warm shower. The warm water makes my body calm. I brush my teeth and put on comfortable clothes. Before bed, I usually read 1 or 2 pages of a simple book. Sometimes I listen to soft music. Sometimes I listen to a meditation. Finally, I lie down in bed. I close my eyes. I breathe slowly. And I fall asleep. Now we continue building your English step by step with calm, slow storytelling. We talked about the morning. We talked about the afternoon. We talked about the evening. Now we will add more practice. Add more examples. Add new mini stories. Describe weekend routines. Describe feelings. Describe weather. Add helpful sentence patterns. This helps you speak more naturally and confidently. Relax. Listen. Repeat. Shadow my voice. Let's continue our journey together. Sunrise Section 1, Extending the Morning Route. You already learned the basics of morning vocabulary. Now we add more gentle sentences. Repeat after me. Star extra morning sentences. I wake up when my alarm rings. Repeat. Sometimes I wake up before the alarm. Repeat. I turn off the alarm and sit up slowly. Repeat. I open my curtains and let the light in. Repeat. I stretch my back and shoulders. Repeat. I check the weather on my phone. Repeat. If it is cold, I wear warm clothes. Repeat. If it is hot, I wear light clothes. Repeat. I drink a glass of water in the morning. Repeat. Water helps my body feel alive. Repeat. I sometimes write one small goal for the day. Repeat. I like simple goals. Repeat. Simple goals help me feel calm. Repeat. Sunrise, a new morning mini story, Daniel's rainy morning. Now listen to this new short morning story. You can shadow each sentence if you want. Cloud with rain, Daniel's rainy morning. One morning in Clearwater Bay, I woke up to the sound of rain. The rain was soft but steady. It made a peaceful sound outside my window. I sat up slowly and looked outside. The sky was gray and quiet. The streets were empty. I stretched my arms and took a deep breath. I felt calm. Because it was cold, I put on warm socks and a thick sweater. Then I walked to the kitchen. I made warm oatmeal with honey and cinnamon. The smell was sweet and comforting. I drank a hot cup of tea. The tea warmed my hands. While I ate breakfast, I listened to the rain. The rain made me feel safe, relaxed, and ready for the day. Before leaving home, I took my umbrella and raincoat. Then I stepped outside and walked slowly in the fresh morning air. Sun Section 2, More afternoon practice. Now let's continue building strong English habits. Repeat after me. Star extra afternoon sentences. In the afternoon, I try to stay focused. Repeat. I check my planner to see my tasks. Repeat. Sometimes I have a lot to do. Repeat. Sometimes I have only a little to do. Repeat. I try to finish one task at a time. Repeat. Doing one thing at a time helps me stay calm. Repeat. I drink water to stay hydrated. Repeat. I take short breaks when my mind feels tired. Repeat. Sometimes I listen to relaxing music. Repeat. Sometimes I stretch my arms and shoulders. Repeat. If I feel stressed, I take a deep breath and relax. Repeat. In the afternoon, I try to stay positive. Repeat. Sun with face, new afternoon mini story, a busy day at the language center. Listen and shadow. School, a busy day at the language center. One afternoon, I had a very busy schedule at the language center. I arrived at my small office around 1:00. The building was full of students. Some students were talking. Some students were laughing. Some students were practicing English in the hallway. My first meeting was with a new student named Lena. Lena was from a nearby town called River Hill. She wanted to improve her speaking. We sat at the small wooden table in my office. I spoke slowly and clearly. Lena listened carefully. She repeated each sentence with courage. After that, I had another class, a small group of adults. We practiced describing daily routines. We made simple sentences. We asked each other questions. Everyone smiled and tried their best. Later, around 3:00, I felt a little tired. So I took a break. I walked to the balcony. The air felt warm. I watch cars pass slowly on the street below. Then I return to my office and finish the rest of my work. Even though the afternoon was busy, I felt proud. Teaching English makes me happy. Sit escape at dusk section 3, expanding the evening routine. Now let's add more useful evening sentences. Star extra evening sentences. In the evening I take time to relax. Repeat. I change into comfortable clothes. Repeat. I sometimes light a small candle. Repeat. I enjoy the soft light. Repeat. I listen to calm music. Repeat. I eat dinner slowly. Repeat. After dinner I clean the kitchen. Repeat. I wash the dishes and dry them. Repeat. Sometimes I call my family. Repeat. We talk about our day. Repeat. I try not to use my phone too much at night. Repeat. Screen light makes it hard to sleep. Repeat. Before bed I stretch my back and neck. Repeat. This helps me sleep better. Repeat. Crescent Moon New Evening Mini Story, A Walk by the Sea. Listen in shadow. Water wave a walk by the sea. One warm evening, I decided to take a walk by the sea. Clearwater Bay is close to the ocean, so I can walk there in 10 minutes. The sky was orange and pink. The sun was slowly going down. The air felt soft and warm. I walked along the path near the water. The waves made a quiet, gentle sound. I saw people sitting on benches. Some talked quietly. Some watched the ocean. Some took photos of the sunset. I sat on a bench and closed my eyes. I listened to the waves. I felt calm and grateful. After a few minutes I walked back home. I made a simple dinner, rice and vegetables. Then I took a warm shower and relaxed. Before bed, I read a few pages of a book. Then I turned off the light and went to sleep with a peaceful mind. Read section 4, talking about feelings during the day. Talking about feelings makes your English more natural. Let's practice. Star feeling sentences. In the morning, I usually feel calm. Repeat. Sometimes I feel tired. Repeat. Sometimes I feel excited. Repeat. In the afternoon, I sometimes feel busy. Repeat. Sometimes I feel stressed. Repeat. Sometimes I feel motivated. Repeat. In the evening, I often feel relaxed. Repeat. Sometimes I feel sleepy. Repeat. Sometimes I feel peaceful. Repeat. Smiling face with smiling eyes. New mini story, Daniel's different feelings. Listen in shadow. Speech balloon. Daniel's different feelings. Every day feels a little different to me. Some mornings I feel fresh and full of energy. I wake up quickly. I stretch. I smile. The day feels bright. Other mornings I feel tired. I wake up slowly. I move slowly. I need extra time to feel awake. In the afternoon, I sometimes feel busy. There are emails to answer. There are lessons to plan. There are students to help. But some afternoons feel easy. The work is light. I have time to breathe. I have time to learn something new. In the evening, I almost always feel peaceful. The world becomes quiet. The sky becomes dark. The day becomes soft. Each day is different. And that is okay. Every feeling teaches me something. Sun behind small cloud section 5, talking about weather. Weather is a simple and useful topic. Let's practice. Star weather sentences. Today is sunny. Repeat. Today is cloudy. Repeat. Today is rainy. Repeat. It is cold outside. Repeat. It is warm outside. Repeat. The sky is clear. Repeat. The sky is gray. Repeat. There is a little wind. Repeat. There is a strong wind. Repeat. The weather is nice today. Repeat. Sun behind rain cloud mini story, weather in Clearwater Bay. Listen in shadow. Cloud weather in Clearwater Bay. Clearwater Bay has many different kinds of weather. Some mornings are sunny and bright. The sun shines through my window. My room feels warm and happy. Other mornings are cloudy. The sky is gray and soft. The air feels cool. Sometimes it rains. The rain makes a gentle sound on the roof. I listen to it while eating breakfast. In the summer, the weather becomes hot. The air feels warm even in the evening. People walk outside with cold drinks. In the winter, the weather becomes cold. I wear thick jackets and warm socks. The streets feel quiet. Every season in Clearwater Bay has its own beauty. Glowing star. End of part 2. When you're ready for part 3, just type continue. You said. Next. ChatGPT said. Here is part 3 of the long A1, A2 English learning story lesson. I will continue smoothly from the last section. No repeats, no resets. Just the next part of the continuous story lesson. Star Part 3 Morning Food and FELINGS Simple English Story Lesson. Now we continue. Laura finishes washing her face. She looks at herself in the small mirror. She smiles. She says softly, "Today will be a good day." She likes saying small positive sentences in the morning. It helps her feel calm. It helps her feel ready. Let's learn a few simple sentences with Laura. You can repeat them slowly. I feel calm. I feel okay. I feel ready. I feel peaceful. Very good. Now let's go back to the story. For breakfast time. Laura walks to the kitchen. Her kitchen is small but warm. There is a little window. Soft morning light comes through the glass. She opens the fridge. Inside she sees bread, milk, an egg, and a few apples. Laura thinks, what do I want today? She decides to make something simple. She takes a piece of bread and puts it in the toaster. She waits. Click. The bread pops up. She smiles again. She likes small, gentle moments like this. She puts butter on the warm bread. She cuts an apple into small pieces. She pours a little milk into a cup. This is her simple breakfast. Let's learn some sentences. I eat breakfast. I drink milk. I cut an apple. I make toast. Easy and useful. Now back to Laura. Dove quiet morning. Laura sits at her small table. She does not look at her phone. She does not watch anything. She just sits and eats slowly. The room is quiet. The world outside is still soft and cool. She breathes in. She breathes out. She thinks about her day. She will go to her job later. She works at a little art store in the city. The store sells paper, paint, pencils, and small handmade things. Laura likes her job. It is calm. It is peaceful. It is creative. Let's learn these sentences. I go to work. I have a job. I like my job. My job is calm. Good. Now we continue with the story. Bathtub, a small but real moment. As Laura eats, she remembers something funny. Yesterday she forgot to buy coffee. She laughed a little and says, "Oh no, no coffee today." But she is not upset. She is okay. She thinks, maybe today is a good day to drink more water. She stands up and fills her bottle with fresh water. She puts it in her small brown bag for later. Let's practice. I drink water. I fill my bottle. I put it in my bag. Very simple, very good. So the day begins. Laura finishes her breakfast. She feels calm. She feels ready. She walks to her window. She looks outside. The sky is light blue. The street is quiet. A small bird sits on a tree branch. Laura watches the bird for a moment. It makes a soft sound. She whispers, "You are early too." Now the morning really begins, getting ready for the day. Laura stands near her small wardrobe. She opens the wooden door slowly. Inside she sees her simple clothes. 2 shirts, 1 sweater, 2 pairs of jeans, and a soft scarf. She thinks, what should I wear today? The morning is cool. So she chooses a light blue sweater. It feels warm and soft on her skin. She puts on clean jeans. She ties her hair gently. She adds a little perfume. Just a soft smell of flowers. Let's learn some sentences. I choose my clothes. I get dressed. I feel ready. I wear a sweater. Good. School backpack, packing the bag. Laura takes her small brown bag. She puts inside her water bottle, her notebook, a small pen, and her keys. She checks everything again. She always checks twice. She smiles and says, "Okay, I'm ready." Practice. I pack my bag. I check my things. I take my keys. I am ready to go. Door leaving the house. Lyra walks to the door. She turns off the lights. She puts on her shoes. She opens the door slowly. Cool morning air touches her face. It feels fresh. It feels new. She steps outside and locks the door. She whispers, "Good morning, new day." Person female walking to the bus stop. The street is calm. The sky is brighter now. Small sounds fill the air. A bird singing. A distant car. Soft footsteps on the ground. Laura likes walking. It helps her think. It helps her feel peaceful. She sees a woman with a dog. She smiles at her. The woman smiles back. Simple. Gentle. Human. Let's practice. I walk to the bus stop. I enjoy the morning. I smile at people. Bus at the bus stop. Laura arrives at the bus stop. There are two people waiting. An old man with a newspaper. And a young student with headphones. Laura stands quietly. She does not rush. She feels okay. The bus arrives with a soft sound. The doors open. Everyone gets on slowly. Laura finds a seat near the window. She looks outside. Trees pass by. Shadows move on the ground. The world wakes up. Department store arriving at work. The bus stops near her little art store. Laura gets off. She walks to the door and unlocks it. Inside, the shop smells like paper and paint. It is warm. It is friendly. Laura likes this place. It is simple, but it feels like home. She turns on the lights. She arranges some small notebooks. She cleans the counter. She says softly, "Okay, let's begin. Practice." I arrive at work. I open the store. I clean the counter. Blossom a simple, beautiful moment. Before customers arrive. Laura takes one quiet moment for herself. She sits on a small wooden chair and opens her notebook. She writes one small sentence. "Today I choose calm." She closes the notebook and breathes slowly. This is her favorite moment of the morning. A small pause. A soft breath. A gentle start. Sunrise, the lesson ends. You did great. You followed a simple story. You learned simple sentences. You practiced daily actions, feelings, and routines. This is the end of today's story lesson. Thank you for learning English slowly, calmly, and kindly. Whenever you want, you can read another story with English Learning Stories.